Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dharma practitioners, there was a monk with some students, and in that group of students, there was a very honest, very skillful one student. So, by the time this student went to another city, and then one day came to visit his high priest. So when he come to visit the high priest, he brought a beautiful cup, like a well-designed beautiful cup to drink water, drink tea. So when the high priest teach every day, there were a lot of students gathered. So before he start the lesson, the mostly what he does, he drink little bit coffee or tea, and then always show everyone this cup. Oh, my that student, he brought this cup, and he always appreciate that student, and at the same time he really enjoy the cup. So all the students saw this, and all the students knew this monk is so enjoying the cup every day. And but at the same time, when he drank the a little bit water or the tea, and then show the cup and appreciate and enjoy, and then every day he tells, this broken, this cup already broken. And so one day there was a new student came and start before the class start. Now everybody gathered, and hundred students gathered. This new student came and just tried to prepare the table for the high priest. And high priest coming from other side and sat, and this new student came and start to clean the table and pour the tea and arrange the cup. Then what happened? By mistake, it broken. It fell down and went to pieces. So everybody shocked, and everybody knew, oh, this high priest used to enjoy this cup. Now what's next? Maybe he will blame to this student. He will get mad, disappointed. So the high priest saw the pieces, and he himself stand and went and brought the broom and start to clean. And then he throw all the pieces away, sat and told, let's start our lesson. So remember, you have to learn to cherish whatever you have while you're living. But always remember, nothing is forever. One day, this everything going to go. Nothing going to live. Even yourself, there is nothing going to be here. Even the whatever you experience with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, with this outside world, nothing going to be here forever. It's nothing going to left once this everything gone. So then while you're living, you have to remember that. And while you having things, you have to know what will happen by the time. We all are children from Mother Nature. I will tell you a secret. The mother is so love for all of us. And if she capable, she will give everything. That's how every mother. and there is nothing going to hold for herself. So the mother nature also same. Remember, mother's nature gave everything to you. She nothing hold. And so then when everything happen around us, it's a part of nature. So what is the secret then while we living? Remember, as a gift, you already know what is life. You already know. Only thing is, sometimes, even though we see things, we heard things, we smell things, we associate things, we don't put that much attention to understand what it is, what is behind this. There is nothing will happen to you. There is nothing will happen to you which that you don't know. Whatever happened to you, that everything happened, you already know. Look yourself. If you look very carefully, slow down, calm down, and if you start to look, you see. You knew it going to happen to you. So, but the thing is, we don't put that attention, and we don't hear that much. So then the attaining to the Nibbana, getting that the gain the liberation means you start to have the direct perception, and without any hindrance or without any boundaries, you start to recognize that wisdom or that information. So when you see, you recognize what it is. And when you understand something, you start to see it. And it's not going to covered by something or some ideas that already tangled to you, not going to block your experience. This clarity can bring through this meditation. So then in day-to-day life, remember, all of us, whatever the life we go through, nothing will happen to you which you don't know. There's no way. Only thing is we don't put that much attention to recognize that or understand it. So that is why when you connected to the nature, when you start to be calm down, relax, and get out of a lot of unnecessary informations, it slowly start to take you to certain different kind of wisdom. So that wisdom already in you, only thing is from unnecessary information it covered. So the meditation is a method we slowly take out this unnecessary informations. So when it comes to this, that when you keep developing the meditation, you start to recognize the change. So once you recognize change, you recognize impermanent. So this recognition, this all come through your mind or understanding. Anicca sanya, anatta sanya, asubha sanya, adinava sanya, pahana sanya, viraga sanya. So like that, you recognize one by one, one by one. And when you recognize the impermanent, and in that impermanent going to show you selflessness, and then it going to show you something more. So then there is a knowledge called pahana sanya. So in day-to-day life, by intention, consciously, you have to take a conscious decision to develop this pahana sanya. Pahana sanya means take out. You don't accept. When something come to your mind as a desire or as a greed, hatred, or the delusion, anger, jealousy, you don't accept it. You don't nourish it. You don't water it. So you don't harbor it. You don't accept, and you take a conscious decisions to get out of it. There are 5 methods that you have to go through to develop this pahana sanya. So mostly when something come to our mind, of course it come as a kind of like a, that if you don't like something, it's not going to come to you as any kind of information because you don't like it. Most of the things come in a pleasant mood. That's why you attach to. But if you look very carefully, that all the pleasant things came into and it entered to you in a certain mood, but when it leave, it doesn't have that mood. It leave you with some unsatisfaction. It like this. Sometimes people have parties, you know, and you have to have the dress code. It's a dress code, you know. So then you have to wear kind of like, like that. That all the the information come to us, all the desires enter to us with the very pleasant dress code, but it leave naked. It mess up everything inside and leave you naked. So like that, all the things come to us with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. Everything come to us as perception in a very pleasant mood. So we attach, I like this, I like this, I want this, I want this. Oh, you take it, you hold it. That is what giving you pain one day. So the pahana sanya means from the beginning, you recognize that understanding. So then in the beginning, what you have to have? You have to have basic knowledge. To get that basic knowledge, you look at your own life. So whatever the pain that today you have, whatever the struggle, difficulty, sadness, worry, disappointment, whatever you have, somewhere in this very lifetime, it entered to you by your own choice. That is what you have to understand. Somewhere it entered, even it entered in a different way, more pleasant, very beautiful, nice way. It entered to you. That's why you allow it to come. Oh, look at this, so beautiful, like that. But today, it already gone, but you are in pain. This basic knowledge enough for you. Remember, this, whatever you experience, it will happen eons by eons by eons in the future. This nature never going to change. And it all used to happen thousand years backward also. Even not in this planet. If there is another planet that you may heard another human being living there, they also going to go through that way. So that's why don't be crazy to go and find a life in another planet also. This is nothing beautiful things there going to be. It's only the journey will make a little joy. So anyhow, what you have to understand. So the pahana sanya means how you can deal with this. So there are some 5 steps you have to take to clean up yourself. So when it comes to pahana sanya, that means to throw away, clean up, and keep things away from you. So what you should do? Pahana sanya, first one, nadivaseti. Na adivaseti. Nadivaseti means, na adivaseti means Zero tolerance. When the anger come, when the greed come, desire arise, you don't give any chance to keep it, stay it with you. Right away, you turn it back or you block it, you get out of it, you forget it, or you don't allow it to enter to you. Na adivaseti. You don't allow it to enter to you. It's like you seeing a very dangerous animal. You run. Unless if that animal in a very safe place, you run. You don't wait. So that is the first thing that you have to take. It's a very conscious decision you take. How the Buddha said, when you're sitting, and while you're sitting, if you had the desire, if a desire came to you, lust came to you, anger came to you, hatred came to you, in that very moment, even before you stand, you have to drop that. So whatever the desire or the anger, hatred, jealousy, whatever arise in you, before you stand, in that same position, you have to drop it. Even don't try to take that, whatever the desire, to another physical posture. That's mean when you are sitting, if you had the greed, drop it there before you stand. While you walking, if there is any kind of desire came to you, before you sit, you have to drop it. So that means when you watching TV, if there is a desire came to you, anger came to you, lust came to you, don't carry it with you to your bedroom. No, drop it there. Keep it there. It's a conscious decision. That is what called nadi vaseti. So what we does, we watch the TV. Even mostly, you work during the day and at night you want to watch sometimes TV, or maybe you go to YouTube, or you watch some, things. So then you carry it everything to your bedroom. You sleep it with that. Then it becomes sanskara. Then it becomes your life. It becomes memory. So nadivaseti means, na adivaseti means you don't allow it to happen. So right away, you don't give a second chance. Whatever the things you see, anger, hatred, jealousy, anything, any unprofitable thought, if you saw, right away, you turn it back. So that's the first one. It's like you see a snake come towards your house. You don't allow it to enter to your house. Somehow you try to throw it away. So that's the first. And the second one, pajahati. Nadivaseti pajahati bhyanti karoti anabhavam gameti. Vinodeti bhyanti karoti anabhavam gameti. Those are the 5 things. So nadivaseti pajahati. So the pajahati means in case. So let's go with the example, then it is easy. So in case that you try to escape the snake before it enter to your house, and then by mistake somehow you didn't put that much attention or the effort, then what happened? The snake entered to the house. Then what you have to do? Somehow you have to throw things out, and you have to clean the house, and you have to find the snake. So once you see the snake enter to the house, if the snake inside the house, you're not going to sleep there, because you don't know, where this snake. You will take out everything and you will find the snake. So pajahati means in case, maybe you practicing meditation, or maybe you having another conversation with a friend, or maybe you watching TV, and then suddenly in that conversation, the desire or the greed or the hatred slowly go into you. See, sometimes people go to uh, meetings, like political meetings. They go very nice, they don't have anything. They go very innocent people. And then they're listening to this talk. And then what happened? They get so angry, they get so mad, and then they start to break things. See, they didn't see while listening to that what happened. The snake entered to the house. So the anger entered to the body, and then they start to act in a very violent way. So pajahati means, if once you recognize something unconsciously went to happen inside you, somehow you have to clean it up. Somehow you have to find it, and you have to get it out. Don't live with it. Don't live with the anger. If you knew you getting angry, if you knew you have the jealousy, if you know that you have the hatred, and if you know you have the ignorance, don't live with it. Do something to get out of it. If you have the anger, and then you have to do the loving kindness. And if you have the hatred, and you have to develop the compassion, and you have to develop some wisdom. If you have the ignorance and always the doubt, so you have to look around the world and see how the world happening. And if you have the jealousy and the greed, you have to perform some kind of generosity. So you have to do some dana, or you have to practice some giving. Don't live with it. Why? Because anytime you can die with the snake inside you. No one can tell when going to die, how going to die, where are you going to die. No one can tell that. So then as soon as possible, be very careful, and once you know what is inside you, that's why I told, the mother nature never going to leave anything in you unknown. Already everything you know. So listen to that, and take a honest decision yourself. Clean up. You know what is happening in you. So that is what this pahana sanya. It is a very clear conscious decision. Because if you don't take that decision, no one going to do anything. That taking the conscious decision, the meditation is take us to that point. And the next one, vinodeti nadivaseti pajahati vinodeti. Vinodeti means you clean up to the 100%, and you don't leave anything, kind of like you don't left things behind. You neglect little things. Oh, let it be. Oh, it is okay, I will do it later. When you do 99%, but 1% you leave. And as example, you clean up your house, and one corner little bit dust there, and you know that, but you leave it there. So don't neglect like that way. When it comes to clean up your greed, clean it to the 100%. We know they, and clean it that whatever that the greed, clean it to the 100%. And anger, get out of it 100%. And even loving kindness, when you do the loving kindness, do it with the full of your heart. That's why we every day say, from the bottom of it to the highest, there is nothing left over. So when you do that way, your mind complete with that loving kindness. That completion will eradicate the anger from the other side. Because when the mind is complete 100% with the loving kindness, there is no space for the anger. So like that, when it comes to the wisdom, or if you know something according to your capacity, know it very clearly 100%. Don't live with doubt. Don't 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 go forward with the doubt, even in conventional way. So whatever you learn, even if you practice meditation, learn it very carefully what to do. If there is a question, you have to look for it, why this happened, how this happened, how I can fix, then you move forward. Oh, it is okay, let it be like that way, I will do it later. So how many things in your life, just imagine like from 5 years, 10 years, and you thought I'll do it later, still you didn't do it. Even you became so old, still you didn't do. There are certain things you thought from your childhood to do, but you didn't do it. The book you want to write, you didn't write. The poem you want to write, you didn't write. You know, a drama you want to do, you didn't do. You know, the tree you want to plant, you didn't plant. You know, if you want to say sorry, 10 years you didn't say sorry. You know, and there are a lot of things you didn't do. You thought, I want to do it. You didn't do it. Hence, remember, if you that sometimes there's no way that you're going to do it in the future also if you don't take a conscious decision. So, like that, 100% you have to perform in profitable way to clean up the unprofitable things. It called vinodeti. So nothing left over. So it's like a cleaning a cancer. So you go to a surgery and the doctor, you are the doctor. So the patient, and you clean up the cancer, and you see something is there little bit, and you just leave it there. And you try to do a open heart surgery, and you open the heart, and you see some little valve, block there. And but you already fixed another 2 3 valves, but you see another one, you just left it there. No, you don't do that. You do it to the 100%. You clean the cancer to 100%. So like that, greed, hatred, jealousy, anger, those are like more worse than cancer. So then clean up little by little, thoughts by thoughts, clean up. Why? When you see, when you remember, clean up, clean up. So that will uplift you. And then the fourth one, bhyanti karoti. Bhyanti karoti means it's like a farmer already that the have the protect that the protect his harvest, and then that doesn't mean he already that the covered it, and then he go and do something else. No, he is protecting it constantly. So he keep guarding it. He always watching it, not allow wild animal to jump. So like that, once you clean up, so this all the three things, 3 steps to clean up. Nadivaseti, so that's mean in the beginning you don't allow to enter. So the second one, pajahati, maybe by mistake something entered to you. Then you recognize and try to get it out. And maybe vinodeti, that it went and hide, you clean up to the 100%, nothing left over inside. And bhyanti karoti, once you clean, you have to protect your heart, you have to protect your mind, you have to protect your life, to not to get the anger, hatred, jealousy, these unnecessary things, not to involving it. Oh, now I am clean, just let whatever happen. No, you become so mindful and protect your mind. So whenever whatever going to happen, You not allow it to enter to them. So when you keep like that way, anabhavam gameti, you come to a point, it never going to happen in you. Anabhavam gameti, that means you start to recognize the anger not going to come to you, jealousy not going to come to you, hatred not going to happen in you. So you're going to recognize that. So these all steps, the way to clean up yourself, it called pahana sanya. This is a, you take a very conscious decision while you practice meditation and in day-to-day life. So always you have to remember, you have to have the effort to do this cleaning inside you regarding greed, hatred, jealousy, anger. So these kind of things. Why? Because it's everywhere. The world governed by this kind of qualities. So then our purpose is little by little, get out of it and cultivate all the profitable side of the things. So then when it comes to that cultivation, you have to always remember to take conscious decision regarding your own thoughts. Don't allow anything to happen unconsciously. Don't allow anything to come to you like a habitual pattern. Always remember, whatever you do, take a very clear, sharp, conscious decision. Stay there. Go with it. Then you will see. This life is so powerful, and this human life is so beautiful. And whatever around you, you will you can get the best out of it. When the time comes, you let that things to be free and you become free. So that freedom come out of your clear conscious understanding. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavatantarayo Sukhi diga yuko bhava ettavata cha ammi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idam me punya kammang Asavakkaya vahan hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.